All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We brought the truck home. As you guys know, I took it from Torrance to Ventura, or up to Oakview, basically, after that. While I was on base, I did lift it up a little bit, change the coils out, change the wheels and tires. We'll go over how it sits now, and I just want to talk about some of the things that I'm having issues with at first driving it and stuff like that. So I guess we can address those issues as we go through the truck. So let's go. Thanks again. So everyone, here's a truck. See, it's currently lifted on 35 1250 15s. The wheels are Alcoas and the tires are BFG KM3s. Managed to buy them both the wheels and tires used. They had different wheels on them, Mickey Thompsons. I swapped those out because I don't like Mickey Thompsons that much. These Alcoas definitely shine on this truck, and I think they're the proper wheel for this truck. So threw those on. A buddy gave me a coil off a 65 F100. I didn't know if it was gonna work. It ended up working. Both coils are on. Lifted it about an inch. Looked like an inch and a half from where it was. It was super low before. Now, of course, I gotta bend the beams to fix the alignment on it. So we go straight in the engine bay. Definitely start talking about some of the things that I've been dealing with. So far, I dealt with, battery not being charged or being discharged, or truck not turning on after I was just running it. So obviously, the first thing that I know is based off the Bronco. When I did the Bronco, was that the wiring was corroded and it was not allowing me to, was preventing the truck from starting. So anytime I get anything from now on, I look at the electrical first. How does the electrical look? Is the wiring, is there any type of corrosion that might be disturbing the connection or the current between whatever type of accessory that needs to run? In this case, this has fuel injection. So not only is it, it's vital that we have to have this wiring on point for that system to run properly. Yes, it's on and operating, but is it running efficiently? Is it getting data, perceiving data as it should, in order to properly, do the fuel trim and everything? So along with that, I've been dealing with air to fuel, I think, issues. It seems like it's not getting enough fuel. I do have the fuel light that comes on. This thing does have an electronic fuel pump. So part of that is that the tune needs to be correct to run the right amount of air and the right amount of fuel, so that it's not either running too rich or leaning out. Now, if I don't have the fuel when I smash on the gas, that tells me right now that there's a fuel issue. Now, it can go all the way back to where I go into the truck and the fuel pump isn't putting up enough pressure, and that needs to be fixed because we need a certain amount of pressure per square inch to supply the proper amount of fuel on demand whenever I'm at a certain engine speed. So that's going to be the other fun, is learning how to tune or possibly reaching out for guidance. I've already started to clean this up here, the wiring. This is on some of the power side wiring. Just clean up these copper ends, any type of corrosions. Just make sure it's good. Make sure that everything is flat. All this was loose, so I did resolve that battery issue, but it died the other day. I was like, I don't know if it's just some type of corrosion. So I cleaned up these lugs, or these terminals, with a Scotch-Brite, and I've been running these with a drill, with a Scotch-Brite pad, just to clean them up so we have a clean surface. I'm gonna put everything back together with some dielectric grease. I need to strap down the battery. The whole engine needs to get some TLC. I might mess around with the valve covers, the air cleaner. Just the simple top end stuff makes the motor look a lot better. Who knows, I might mess around with getting a nice intake later on, like a Performer intake. I'm not sure. That one looks cast iron, but it also looks aluminum too. It's really hard to see with the dirt. My guess is that they would put aluminum one if you're going to put an EFI system, because why would you keep the stock cast iron one? And aside from that, just this whole ratchetness of wiring is a big issue for me. This is ridiculous. How are you going to know what's what, where to go? And it ties into the EFI stuff. And this is why doing shit proper from the beginning is so important, to make sure that you do everything clean so that you know where it is. But that's the fun of the project, is that I'm getting to learn what is good on here and what needs attention. Just like ignition coil, is these terminals tight? Is everything tight? Distributor's tight. All the vacuum lines are gonna have to be gone over. This booster line needs to be cut and then shortened. Make sure it's not leaking from there. So it's just a overall just full inspection of this thing, and to clean it up nice. You guys know I love detailing. Maybe tint the windows. I got to fix the other side mirror as well. I want it just to be a badass street truck that, you know, you see it on the road and you're like, damn, that truck's taken care of, you know. Just for now, this is the first stage of this truck that it's going to be in for at least, you know, a year and a half. But yeah, once again, you know, this is what we do. This is the fun. If you guys got any questions, let me know. I did set up that little spare. I painted the old spare with some just satin, just so I have a decent spare. Just need to throw a 35 on there so it's not all wonky if I ever do need that spare. And then these are the old coils I pulled off. They were collapsed about like five of the coils were like just collapsed as soon as the weight got on it. So I can tell you they're either too light of a spring rate or they're just super worn out, you know. But the truck was more of like a, you know, hot rod lower kind of truck, as you guys seen in my earlier video. But yeah, stay tuned for some of we'll put a little bit of, you know, action of me cleaning things up in it. Thanks again, guys.